Hey, what's up with it? Let me swap this remote out. Huh? Oh. Hold on. I'm just cutting. Yeah, they don't play like that. Huh? Huh?
I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up, I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna play with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I didn't know my everybody drop when I drop. This shorty, she support rock.
Hey, what league is that?
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Dallas Cowboys. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yep, 70, Indy. 61, match box white.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
You know, on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Jump, jump, cover!
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Blue draw horses. And Alpha. 57. Now.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll set up a throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nigel Bradham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They're going to look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go one more. Deuce.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go. Let's go.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
On the ready.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
15 line. 15 line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, box drop, box drop. 2.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right, got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Nowhere to go here. He
My bad, bro.
And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
10-2 stop.
Get him!
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Hey.
Young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison, man, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in the sin. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best to soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Because it wasn't invented when you and Robert tied it out. I just don't want to date a 36-year-old with 2 small kids. I think these could be cute. Very cute. But so now that someone or two on a date, just sort of dance.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad mirror. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Red. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more dress though. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sons, I'ma praise those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, full of points and guard. Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your fifth grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, I was at 50, no ones, no singles, no count it up. Hey, she wanted to like me cause I think she can count on him. She trying to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more.
Yeah, I got you.
16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, full of points and guard. Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue punts, whole team count, that's a big number.
I just read it.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Dallas Cowboys. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That is a quick strike, one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackler? Where were the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Hey, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you got to get together. You got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
Go now. 60 or.
Hey, pick your game up.
Out. Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers. Hit it.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go. 15, Lonnie. 51. Hey, Wahoo!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
What?
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On second down, Michel. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, team 6.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Number 1. 5.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys can come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
On the ground, Michel. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Second and 11. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Hey, exit.
Check Mike 57. Tackles.
Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ready? 10 logo.
Here we go. Check it back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Back to throw now in his own end zone.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Nigel Bradham in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
8-3. You draw Porter. Hey, Delta. Go.
57. Mike, 57.
Hey, watch the ball. Get it.
2nd and 15. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Yeah.
57. I got it. 57 to Mike. 57.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more advantageous.
Steps away. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down.
Ready?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Ready? 52. Check right, check right. Get it.
He'll try to run this one in. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. An update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon.
57. Mike, ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
On the
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
2nd and 2. He finds Robinson. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
61, match box, white. Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
They'll set up a throw. That's out to his running back, Michelle. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I can't catch what?
Looking to throw. And Anderson's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
6-6, pull it high. Go, go.
2nd and 13.
Man.
Down he goes. Dale Buchanan gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
They'll drop the throw.
Bullshit, man.
Tipped and intercepted.
Bullshit. Every third down, they keep doing up shit. But they let you make third down.
To the 22. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually
Through an opening, and there he goes.
Good shit.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Their mobile quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half is getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Man, the game just keep giving you that same animation. You don't pay, you're not paying attention. All my drives going the same.
Like to emulate, and of course, they'd like to forget.
Man, all my drives going the same. Man, this game is bogus as fuck.
Sustained drive to get him down the field.
All my drives going the same. Every last one of them.
Part two, right?
You getting so much goddamn help. That blitz you running is bogus as fuck.
That does them no good to go back.
That wouldn't let you beat that. They're talking about bogus bad blitz.
That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And from the 25,
I'm talking about you butt naked behind that shit.
And a gain of 4. It'll be a gain of 4.
Ain't no fucking way you supposed to be going over, man. Straight up.
Recon, 132 fighter.
The game just bogus, bro. You just benefiting from that bullshit. This game trash like a motherfucker.
2nd and 6. Robinson's got it. And he's able
They
to take
keep
this
giving you
one up
all
to the
kind of gay ass shit, that sacks, that shit. Niggas see that shit from a mile away, man.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver.
Game bogus, man. Your game is trash, bro. All day you do it. All day.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a
man, the game keeps giving you that same bullshit animation ass sack, bro.
Throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter,
you
out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
General West.
57 to mine.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, I do.
2nd and 1. The attempt on
straight
the
trash, bro.
He has it. What a catch.
They keep putting in the same fucking animation.
Good enough for the first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And brought down.
Man, keep putting in the same animation too.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Straight trash, man. Straight trash.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Yo, check 3, check 3.
Protein spill. Smith.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
Bye.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be
That's how you been winning. That bullshit right there. That kind of bullshit.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it
Game
much in a
straight
game
trash.
like this.
Watch this. I'm talking about your game is
leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
57's right.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
same shit. They keep letting you, man, same shit.
He goes down. Bradley Chubb.
Like I said, man, they keep doing the same scenario. I don't see how you motherfuckers can't see that shit. All game. The game will help you. All fucking game.
Check 3, top.
All game.
Buzz. Hey, Sam off. Snap.
They'll look to throw.
Trash, bro. Straight trash. Straight trash, bro. You are trash. That defense is trash. Man, keep giving you that gay ass sack shit.
So they've been in the red
trash,
zone 3
man.
times, and it's yielded just 3
Straight
points. Can
trash.
they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And they'll go back.
They keep letting the man go.
To the 14. Yikes, a
Watch
4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. 2nd and 14.
They gonna put the man. The game steady putting your man where they need to be.
Multiple times we've seen the interceptions.
They got one man coming.
He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, exit. Go.
They'll look to throw here.
Trash. Keep giving me that same sack, bro.
Back at the 26-yard line.
Same sack. That's too much help, bro.
Dropping for his 11th sack of the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Rock it. Look at me. Door. Yep. Leo.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
All game.
Picked up by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football
All
back.
game.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, it doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, be able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Shit they got my man doing.
Down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He's tackled a yard short of the
every goddamn animation you call it, then that shit work, man.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. What has been a one-sided affair.
Shit trash, bro. You know, since we swapping our defense, it's fucking.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, it doesn't take a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run.
Game trash.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all?
Well,